The survival expansion for The Division was released recently, and while I never really played The Division much after its rocky launch, I thought I'd take a peek at what's changed since I have the season pass for it, and the idea of a survival mode in The Division is something I find interesting. I wholeheartedly agree with everyone who says that this is how The Division should have been when it launched. The best part of this expansion is that you don't have to be max level to enjoy it, since you only start with a hazmat suit, a pistol, and no skills. Everything will have to be obtained during the match. This is great for a lot of people, like myself, who have stopped playing The Division a long time ago. There are also Pve and Pvp options for those who prefer one over the other. So when the match starts, you are tasked with retrieving an object from the dark zone and extracting, but your helicopter crashes, you get injured, and you randomly spawn in somewhere on the map. Just to be clear, the whole map is open to you in this mode, and you will not have the comfort of the JTF safe houses or the base of operations to restock on ammo and medkits. The odds are stacked against you, since not only do you have to fight NPCs and players if you queue for PvP, you have to fight hunger, thirst, hypothermia, and an infection that you received during the helicopter crash. Fighting hunger and thirst is pretty straightforward. You find energy bars, soda, water, etc. as you loot containers throughout Manhattan. Fighting hypothermia and sepsis isn't as easy. To fight hypothermia, you have to either find or craft appearance items to layer up, and I find it pretty awesome that appearance items actually serve a purpose now. However, since they only slow the rate at which your body temperature changes, they won't stop you from freezing to death completely. You will need to find either fire or get indoors occasionally to warm up. Sepsis, on the other hand, gives you a soft time limit that you can delay by finding either painkillers or medicine. There is no way to get rid of this time limit completely, so you have to keep moving towards the objective and get extracted. Loot is shared and doesn't respawn, so if someone is in front of you and had already looted the area, you're out of luck. This makes it interesting for people who queue for survival as a group, since they need to share resources. Since you only start with a hazmat suit and a pistol, you have to compete with the other players for weapons, gear, appearance items, and crafting materials. Crafting materials are extremely important, as not only do you have to gear up to survive extraction, but you need to craft your skills, a filter needed to get into the dark zone, and a flare gun for extraction. There's a huge reward for extracting in that you get to keep everything that you've acquired during the match. If and when you get to that point, make sure you're geared decently, or the hunters that appear when you extract will easily take you out. The game mode is not limited to one person extracting. If all 24 people make it, they can all extract. However, this is never the case because of how challenging the mode is. Even in PvE, you see people freeze to death and get themselves killed by NPCs less than 10 minutes into the match. The match can be prolonged up to nearing 2 hours, but I've seen someone extract under 1. But either way, make sure you set aside enough time. To actually start the mode, head to your base of operations, go down into the terminal, and to the right you'll find the area where you can queue for survival mode. I recommend that you don't use matchmaking, since loot is shared, and if you group with random people, they might just take all the loot for themselves. Let me know what you think about this addition to The Division in the comments below. Thank you for watching, I'll see you in the next video.